Hi, I'm Jerry Pedley with Mertek Solutions in Sanford, North Carolina. We design and build automated assembly and test equipment here in Sanford, and we've been here for 25 years. We have the best employees here, and we do SolidWorks design, we do machining, we do AutoCAD electrical design, we have a UL 508 panel shop. We build the machines, program them, test them here, and then send them on to our customers. Let me show you some of the products. Started on many years ago. This is a cosmetic case, and it gets filled with cosmetics, but it's made in a plastic injection molding machine. It started, they had 7 people per shift putting this together. We built a machine that took the parts from the molding presses into our assembly machine. We put the gold logos on them, we put the pins in, and on some of them we put glue and mirrors in. And when they got our machine in place, they were able to put these together with 1 person per shift. So this was an assembly machine that we designed and built here years ago, and we still do work for the same customer. This is a breather for people that have asthma. Some of you might recognize this. It is a 3-piece assembly. There's a little inhaler part in here that makes the mist, and we put this all together, all 3 parts, put it on a machine and inspected it to make sure that the flow was correct. So this is a medical thing. And that machine, here's a picture of that machine. So this machine looked just like this when it shipped out of here. So we would completely build this, put the machine together here, run it, and then take it to a customer site and test it. I can show you one here. This is an intake manifold for a Chrysler 1.4 liter engine. And these have to be pressed in there. So our machine pressed this in. It was done with lean cells. And our machine put on the vacuum assembly and the wire assembly. We put the throttle body on it and tightened all the bolts for it. And then we had a robot pick this up, and we fully inspected it to make sure it was right. And if it passed all the tests and it was good, then we laser marked it and put it on a good conveyor. So these were lean cells that put this one part together for a car. So over here you'll see all the things that we've done in the years we've been here.
Hello, my name is Melody Hamilton, and I have worked with Jerry Pedley for over 7 years now here at Mertek Solutions. I am the office manager. I handle lots of things such as human resources, accounting, and payroll. Therefore, I have to know a lot about computers, so it's very important to know your computer programs, Word and Excel. The human resource side, I have to answer the telephone and be nice to people, so you'll want to know the customer service side. Also, a little bit of psychology comes into play there, because you have to be nice and know how to handle, maybe irate customers if they happen to call in, but we never have those, so we're good. For accounting, I use a program called QuickBooks. It's very user-friendly, but there are little quirks to it that you would have to get to know. So if you're, can study QuickBooks and learn that program, that would be very helpful with accounting. And then payroll, that comes in to where I have a time clock. I have to keep up with everyone's time. There is some math that is involved there, because you have to know the equations to figure out their time in tenths or quarters or what that could be as far as their time. So I do have to get that right. And I have to be very efficient at my job. I have to be very organized and keep everything straight. It's very important because I have a lot of hats to wear. But I enjoy it here at Mertek, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the tour and can see the modern technology that Mertek has going for the robotics that are the up-and-coming new field.
Hi, my name is Eve Carlisle. I've been with Jerry probably 11 years. I do the purchasing of parts for the systems that we do, and I also ship products. I check in freight that comes in. I do accounts payable, a little bit of everything, just whatever comes up. It's a great place. I hate you guys can't come see it, because we do some fantastic work you'd be very interested in.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Pedley of Mertek Solutions. I am in sales and write quotes. I've been here since 1990, so about 14 years.
Hello, my name is Mike Moody, and I'm a project manager here at Mertek Solutions. Here to tell you a little bit about what a project manager does, what I do on a day-to-day basis. Basically, project management is just that, managing a project. Usually the project will start with a purchase order for the project manager. First thing project manager has to do is take a look at the contract to make sure that the purchase order matches what the quotation says. and reconcile any differences with the customer. The project manager will then set a schedule for that project to be designed, built, shipped, and installed. The first thing after the contract is reviewed is we normally have a design review session with both the mechanical and electrical engineering teams. And at those meetings, we go over the specifications from the customer, go over the parts and what we have sold, and then the design team, both electrical and mechanical, they will work in parallel to make sure that the machine is fully designed. At the end of the design sequence, we will all get together and set up a conference call with the customer, and to make sure that the customer is in complete agreement with the design intent and with the design that we've come up with. If there's any revisions, we need to do them at that time. We don't want to actually build a machine and have it not be what the customer is expecting. Once it's designed and approved by the customer, we will then go back and do the detailed design or the individual prints for the manufactured parts. Here at Mertek, we manufacture all the parts for our machines in-house. We have the capability of doing welding, painting, and machining of all the parts that go into our machines. So at that point, we will have another review meeting with the manufacturing team to make sure that of the parts that will be purchased, the parts that will actually be manufactured, and if we need outside machining help. After all the parts are machined, they are then put into an assembly area, and our assemblers assemble the machine. And once they have it put together, they actually do debug testing with actual customer parts. So the project management has to schedule all of these events and make sure that everything works on schedule and to budget. After the machine is assembled and we have received the customer's debug parts, we will actually take the machines and run them and make sure that we've worked out all the bugs. After we've done that, we will invite the customer to come into Mertek and actually do an acceptance run. And at that point, the customer gets a chance to actually see the machine running in-house, and we're able to make minor changes to the machine to accommodate any safety issues that might come up or any specific areas that they feel need to be improved. After the machine has been accepted here, it's then packaged and shipped, and then we go through an installation phase at the customer. Now, the project manager's role in all of this is to keep the customer informed, so we do a lot of scheduling, we do a lot of updating of the customer. We act as a liaison between design and the customer to make sure that all of the specifications are adhered to from the customer. If there's any questions from the design team back to the customer, they're usually filtered through the project manager so that we can make sure that everything is captured, make sure we're on budget. We give the customer exactly what they want in a timely manner. After the machine is shipped, we actually go out and install the machine and actually run it at the customer site, and there's usually a period of about a week to 2 weeks where the customer runs that at full production rates to make sure there's no design changes, make sure there's no changes at that point that need to be done. If none of that is, or if everything's taken care of, usually the project ends there. So in a nutshell, the project manager handles the complete project from the time of receipt of the purchase order until the machine is actually installed and all issues are taken care of at the customer's site. And we act as a liaison between the customer and the rest of the Mertek staff here, so the customer has one point of contact and that controls the entire project.
My name is Kirk. I work here at Mertek. I've been working with Jerry since 1997. Work in the mechanical design department here. We take projects from start to all the way through the design process, and we also see them through in the shop in case there's any changes that need to be done on the floor. We use SolidWorks to do our designing in, and we also use a lot of Microsoft Office for doing bill of materials and quotes and stuff like that. So I'll kind of show you through here a little design, and we issue a print to our shop. So
my name is Kevin Pedley, manufacturing manager, and I've been working with Jerry since '97. And we get our prints out up here on the printer from design, and then we're going to take these back and get them processed.